Hey, it's Michael Saul, also known as Tiny, and this video is updates, 2 new stocks to watch, and what having skin in the game really means. And I think I need a comma after 2 new stocks to watch, but I didn't put one in on the thumbnail, so okay. All right, so first I want to talk about the stocks that I had mentioned for the week of July 4th. That was shorts. Okay, so first we have Actuant, and that didn't do so well. It wound up popping up instead of rolling over. So what's the week of July 4th? This was the week of July 4th. It actually came down a little bit, didn't quite get a full retest, and then turned. Then there's Paratech, which, let's see, so right here, so I mean, lower than where it was, and, whoops, get rid of this. I mean, if you took the break of the low, and it's not killing it, but it's also not, went against it a little bit, but never took out this last high, so it's kind of just meandering. Still looks like it wants to test that low. And then third, Weight Watchers, which had earnings, but into earnings you had this move down and then this move up, and then it continued lower and it tested this $10 area. So again, it wasn't a superstar move, but it Z'd up and then came down. So those are the 3 shorts. Now with Weight Watchers, looks like it may have had a little burnout down here off of earnings, so maybe it's time to bounce, but it did break the $10 handle, so watch that one. This ATU, I mean, it still looks like it may want to go lower, but it's hanging around the 200-day moving average, so a close above that would probably, I mean, null and void another setup. And then the PRTK, like I said, Paratech looks like it wants to try to come down to this low at a minimum. They had earnings and didn't really do anything off of it. All right, so then talked about, in last week's video, talked about 2 stocks that had earnings coming up that both looked nice. So the first one was MEET. And MEET had a nice gap up off of earnings. And remember, what I said is, when I was giving these, they already had the earnings coming up. So it was no trade, it was just watch them. Because I wanted to show how you never know what's going to happen with earnings, and this was a beautiful pattern, and it wound up being the way that the stock went after earnings. Now it's in another coil, so let's see if it could maybe run up to $8. The second stock was VRSK. Again, beautiful pattern, and this time, the other way. Again, VRSK, gorgeous pattern, right at the highs. These are the all-timers up here. I mean, they're close to it. Let's see if they really are the all-timers. Or, you know, they're the all-timers. I mean, just beautiful. What a nice pattern. And then, boom, went the other way. So again, like I've said in last week's video, you don't know which way it's going to go. And look, it was, let's see, so this was Friday, and then Monday, if you got in Monday because you wanted to guess what was going to happen with earnings, 84, 86. Oh, it only went down to 78 right now. That's a nice crack, okay? And with a big gap, and yeah, no, this was ugly. Okay, so once again, the pattern was nice, but it did not play out higher off of earnings. Instead, it's just a freaking coin flip. So you can go back to my video from last week and look at that for more information on trading into earnings, etc. Now, a stock that we had for the Inner Circle members was Viva. Okay, in Viva, we wound up getting out half for $1.50, and then wound up only netting 75 cents because it came back to stop us out. And then another trade we had was Zencor. Now, the reason I'm showing this is not to brag. We got in at 1846. We secured profits on half plus $1.53, and I'll show you how that happened. And then we sold the rest Friday, as per the video, plus 4 points. So the net was plus I don't know, nearly $3, whatever. Well, nearly, I'm sorry, just over 2.75 points, because you take the two and you average them out, right? So Yahoo Finance had earnings for Zencor on the 8th, which is this coming Monday. Instead, they reported on Wednesday. Okay, so a big pop up, and yeah, or they put Tuesday night, whatever it was, and then Wednesday was the nice size gap up, and it kept running, and we had per the video, a limit order to get out of half, so we marked it off as the opening, and then it just kept going. Now again, that is not how it was planned in the inner circle. Okay, the stocks are not called, trades are not called in that service to hold over earnings. This was pure luck. This time it happened to work out. It doesn't always work that way. Okay, what if I was trying to time VRSK or whatever? Yeah, VRSK. You see what would have happened. Oh no, I thought it was reporting here. Boom. But this, at least they got the date right. So I'm just giving you a heads up. I use Yahoo Finance. When I can, I go to the company site and I look for information there too. But Yahoo Finance just tends to be a little easier, and they're usually good. They don't always miss it way out of the ballpark like they did with Zencor. All right, so 2 stocks to watch this week. I have the earnings dates on them from Yahoo. But go to the company websites and see when they report. The first is Delta Technology Holdings. Symbol is DELT. The stock had a nice push up. Reports August 16th as per Yahoo. So that's whatever it is, a full week and a little bit more than a full week here. So you can see it traded up to $2, and this spike high up here is a possible target if this were to continue. Now, I own 0 shares of Delta. Okay, so that is the first one. The second one, and you can see I go through all of these, is Bebe Stores. Now, Bebe Stores, BEB, reports August 30th as per Yahoo Finance. But again, double check. This stock has had the living crap beaten out of it, all right, but is now on a first consolidation after a break of the 200-day. So again, nice little coil. Let's see what it can do here. Obviously, the risk is the entire amount because it's under $1, and if they decide to announce they go bankrupt or whatever it is, who knows what's going to happen if you're going to be able to get out of it. All right, but otherwise, there could be some good risk reward there. Again, I own 0 shares of these, and I want to address the final topic in the title of this video, and that's having skin in the game. So what does it really mean? So you got these idiots like the super guru goes around and goes, "Oh, I have skin in the game," or if the person that's doing the analysis isn't taking the trade, they don't have skin in the game. Well, maybe that's true for stocks like Apple and Google and even other stocks that trade 1 million shares or above and aren't easily manipulatable. All right, but if we look at like this baby, okay, you see it trades right almost by appointment. I mean, right here it's 1.5 million on the spike, but usually it's a couple 100,000, under 100,000, and then here you got Delta. Okay, so these are a couple 100,000, and they're not totally thin. They're just not as thick as usually what I would look at. And the point of this is, when somebody says they have skin in the game, they have your skin in the game, because what they do, what these super gurus like Kachingo does, is he will go and he will buy the stock, and then once it starts moving in his favor, he'll call it to his sheep, and then the sheep are led to the slaughter, and he either sells out into your buying and says, "Oh, I'm a trader. I never said I was going to hold it," or okay, he has now a cushion because He has all that buying underneath him. It goes up, and now he sets his stop so that, hey, if he loses, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, that's what they mean by having skin in the game. They look at a guy like Jim Cramer, and love him or hate him, whatever, it's fine. The guy, in my opinion, is incredibly intelligent. He's forgotten more about stocks than most people will ever know in their life. And when he gives out plays for his service, he says that he has a waiting period before he can buy them or sell them. Okay, and yeah, that's having skin in the game, but not your skin in the game. Okay, there's a big difference. So just keep that in mind when these super gurus come and start banging their fist on the table and, oh, they don't trade and they don't take position, they're not in it with you. And yeah, for these little stocks, there's no way I'm going to be accused of trying to manipulate the product. I don't own them. Nobody in my family, as far as I know, definitely not my immediate family. I didn't buy them for my children's accounts, or my wife doesn't even have an account. None of my friends I didn't give any of these to. They watch the video the same as you guys watch the video, and doing this at 7 o'clock at night on August 5th. So, I probably won't even be up in time to do anything. So, just keep that in mind. There's nothing wrong with looking at stocks, doing analysis on these stocks. And, of course, you always have to make your own decision. Just be careful about the people with the skin in the game, because like I said, it's usually your skin. Any questions? winningedgetrader@gmail.com. Thanks for all the great responses to my email, the great comments being sent to my email. Leave some comments on the video, press like, share it with your friends so I can move up in the YouTube rankings, and I will talk to you in the next video. Have a great trading week.